guys, and welcome back for another Sculpt class. Today we're going to be focusing on upper body and core. For equipment, we're going to be using a set of lighter weights. I have 3 pounds here with me today. We don't really want to go higher than 3 or 5 pounds, so somewhere in that range. And then I have one heavier weight. I have 10 pounds here today. I wouldn't recommend going heavier than that, but maybe somewhere 8 to 10 would be amazing. Feel free to change up things to better suit your needs though. All right, we're going to get started here on our side. We are going to do our spinal rotation. So bending the legs here, finding 90, bending his bottom arms, a little pillow for your head, and take your top hand behind your head. We're going to just let the elbows get closer together, creating a bigger space between the shoulder blades. And we're going to open up this elbow at the same time, rolling slightly off the top leg, opening through the shoulders and chest. Let me take it all the way back in. Take a nice deep inhale as you open up. Getting some mobility through the spine. Exhale as you restack everything back up. We're going to do one more here. Big inhale through the nose. And then exhale out through your mouth. Beautiful. We are going to come right onto our back before we go on to the other side. Just have the legs bent, finding this neutral spine. Reach the hands all the way up to the ceiling. We're going to do our scat guides here, but we're going to add in a rotation today. So as you lift your shoulders off the mat, I want you to spin your hands outwards. And then as you sink the shoulders down, sink or rotate those hands inwards. So imagine here twisting a doorknob or maybe even a light bulb in and out. Adding that little extra range, that rotation. Again, feeling this stretch between the shoulder blades. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to come down. You have 2 more. Last one. Good. Alright, from here you guys are going to roll onto the left side. I'm just going to come up and over so my back isn't turned towards you. But come down onto the left side here. Same thing we did, the spinal rotation. We're going to draw the elbows closer together. And then we open up. Nice big inhale. And then exhale, take it back. Again, opening up, letting that top leg slide off the bottom. Then restacking everything back up. You have one more here. Make it as big as you can. Take advantage of this stretch. Good. All right, we are done with that. We're going to come back onto our back here, moving into a little bit of core to warm us up. So once you're on your back, lift your legs into tabletop. We'll take the hands behind your head. From here, I want you guys to find your diamond or frog leg. So opening up through the knees, but keep those toes connected, pointing those toes. We're just going to start here with our ab curls. Big exhale to lift up, and then inhale to bring it back down. So I want you to really focus on just the upper body, drawing up towards the lower body, keeping those legs perfectly still in this shape. Now as you lift up, we have that little nod of our chin first, protecting our neck so we're not straining there as we lift. And I want you to think of that bottom rib, those ribs drawn closer to the top of your pelvis, narrowing that space in between. We have 2 more here before we add on. We're going to pause at the top of this next one. From here, moving from your hips, so not your knees, you're going to take this shape down as low as you can control. Maybe you tap the floor, exhale, lift it up, and then bring it all the way down. So finding that range there without arching through that low spine, staying zippered up through the belly. Big exhale to take it up, and then you lower all the way down. Really try not to bend the knees to lower the toes down. It's really not about how low you can go, but creating this tension on the abdominals, finding that work while still maintaining the best posture you can throughout. Good, we go through 2. Last one here, we stay in this ab curl, really drawing that chest up. We're just going to move through the legs here. Inhale down, exhale up. Again, try not to squish your diamond shape here. Beautiful. You have 3 more. Maybe lift your chest a little bit higher. 2. Last one. Beautiful. Toes come down again, but this time lower your head. We're going to lift into that ab curl. Lift your legs back up, but scoop your bum off the floor. Can you get your knees to touch your elbows? Take everything back down without arching that back, and then scoop that tailbone up. Really lifting. Think of a reverse crunch there. Creating this tight ball shape. What we're doing is increasing the range of motion for our abdominals here. You're going to feel a little bit more work through the lower abdominals. We're going to go through 3. Good. For 2. Amazing. Last one here. And we'll take it all the way down. Reach those legs out, reach the arms up. Get a little stretch here, wiggle through the hips. Nice deep inhale, really stretch it out. And then on your exhale, we're gonna roll all the way up. Up and over towards the feet here, stay rounded. Shake out the head side to side. And then we'll restack it up. All right, let's get into some upper body work here. So we're gonna grab our heavier weight. We're gonna be moving into a little kneeling lunge. So grabbing that weight with your right hand, we're gonna step the left foot forward here. Left hand behind your head. Create a little bit of space under your armpit here so you're not really squeezing the arm into the side of body. Stay nice and long through your spine. You're gonna hinge from your hips here. Find your low position, and then at the bottom we're gonna row. Elbow past the ribs, lengthen, restack ribs on pelvis. So sending the bum back, hips stay level with each other. Big exhale to row. Take it all the way up. When you move through that row, try not to just draw the weight up into your armpit. Think of your elbows slightly swinging back, so be engaged through the lat. We're gonna go for 3. Exhale here. As you move through this, keep the shoulders and hips square. So try not to rotate as you row or twist through that upper body. Stay low on this next one, still long through the spine. We're just going to find our row here. Big exhale as you pull. Trying not to arch through that upper back. Good, you have 4. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and last one. Good, bring it all the way up. Now we're gonna find our hammer curl here, bending from the elbow. Weight comes to the shoulder, press all the way up overhead. Take it down, control it back down. So slow to lengthen that arm back out. Again, we're still trying not to squeeze the arm into body. Exhale, lift it up. As we lift that arm up overhead, try not to open through the chest. So keep the bottom of the ribs nice and heavy. Breathing through this, we're gonna find that big exhale as we press that weight up overhead. Let's move through 3. Trying to turn the glutes off here, but staying zippered up through those abdominals. Finding that balance between our knee and that left foot. Good, so your last one, I want you to stay with just this press overhead and down. Try not to tip through the shoulders. Full range of motion here. Really lengthening through that arm. Big exhale up. Inhale down. You have 3, 2. Last one. And rest here. We're going to bring both knees down. Grab the weight in both hands now. Elbows are bent. We just want to make sure that our knees are under our hips. Grow tall through the spine. We're going to start here by just pressing this weight all the way out in front of you and bringing it back in. Big exhale, press out to shoulder height. Inhale, take it in. So lots of abdominal work, not to fall over, especially if that weight is on the heavier side. And we're trying not to lean back. So you're going to feel that work through the shoulders, through the abdominals. 2 more here. Last one. All right, we're gonna add on here. So now we're gonna go into our thigh stretch. So reach your hands up at the same time, tipping back from the kneecaps, staying really long through that spine. Try not to arch the back, and then restack everything up. So you're pressing out, tipping back as far as you can, and then you bring it back in, ribs over the pelvis. You will feel a little bit of work through those quads. Lots of work still through the shoulders. Next one here, we're adding on. Stay in that low hinge position. Arms come down, arms lift up, take it back in. Again, you press it out, finding this front raise, keeping energy between those shoulder blades so we don't round through the shoulders. So still through the spine, maintaining that hinge. You have 3 more here. All the way down to your thighs, all the way back up, and in. You have 2. Exhale to lift. Bring it in. This is your last one. We're going to stay with that front raise. Down and up. Big exhale to lift. You got 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good work. All right, we're going on to the other side. Grab that weight in your left hand. Right foot's going to come forward. Right hand behind your head. Grow tall through the spine. Let's tip forward here. And then find this row all the way to restack the spine. Think of growing taller through the spine as you tip from the hips. Really trying not to round through neck and shoulders. And we want to keep the eyes, so the neck is an extension of the spine. So the eyes are coming down to look towards your mat. Try not to lift the head there. Let's go for 3. Staying equal through both sides of the body. You have 2. Staying low on this next one, just row. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Stack it back up. Create that space again under your armpit. We find our hammer curl. Press it up overhead. Bring it down. Slowly control. So on that eccentric, we're lengthening the bicep muscles here. Finding work as you take that weight back down. So really trying not to rush. Making this mind to muscle connection. All right, we move through 2 more. Getting ready to stay with our overhead press. On this next one here, lifting up and down. Find that equal weight between right foot and left knee. We're going to go for 4, 3, 2, and last one. Amazing job. All right, we are going to take this heavier weight off to the side again. Switching out for just one of our lighter weights, we're going to come onto our hands and knees. Just bring this weight the outside of your right hand. We're going to start with a little stretch here. So rounding through the spine, scooping the belly up. And then arching through the back. Inhale. Chin and tailbone lift, belly softens. Exhale, press the floor away. Inhale. One more big one here. Good. Lengthening through the spine. So tailbone to the top of your head. We're going to tuck the toes here and just finding our knee tap. So lifting an inch, lowering down. Stay long through that neck. Zipper it up through the belly. We're going to exhale, lift. Inhale down. Good. We go for 4, 3, 2. Last one. Knees get heavy here. Walk your left hand in slightly, center here. Grab onto your weight now. We're going to add in a row with our knee tap. So a little bit of balance work. We're going to lift, rowing that right arm, take it down. To modify, you're going to find that knee tap first, and then your row after. Exhale, still to lift here. Really pressing away from the floor. Try not to sink through the ribs or through that left shoulder socket. We have 2. Good. 1 more. Let's add on here. You're going to lift, pause, extend your arm, bring it in and down. Adding in that kick back here. We're not here for long. Remember, you can always keep the knees down for the arm work. Just 3 more. Really squeezing through that tricep, fully lengthening that arm. Last one, you stay. Just that kick back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Walking the feet back, they can be nice and wide. Hands can go wider again here. We're going to pike the hips. Reach your right hand to left ankle. And then find your high plank position. Reaching back. Inhale. Exhale. Bring it forward. Long through the spine. Make sure those hips get low in line with the shoulders. As you reach back, try not to shift to the left. Keep equal weight in both feet. We're going to go 2 more. Next one, we're going to add on. From here, instead of going to that plank, keep your elbow in towards you. We're in side plank. Reach your arm all the way up. Allow this left hip to really dip down. And then you go all the way back to your pike. To modify, that bottom leg is going to bend, finding that side plank position still. Inhale back. Exhale, let the hips dip down. Getting a little bit of oblique work here. We go for 3. Good. For 2. Last one. Stay with your hip dip here. Keep that arm reaching up. Big range. That bottom oblique is working. You have 3, 2, and 1. Bottom leg bends. We come all the way down on left forearm. Keep your right hand reaching all the way up to the ceiling. Create lots of space under the ribs. Bottom leg stays bent, top leg is long. Lift the leg up and down. Staying through parallel here, so try not to turn the toes up or open through the hip. I want your toes, your kneecap facing the wall in front of you. Heavy through the front of those ribs. Refine your breath here. For 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to add on. We're going to lift our hips here with our leg. Take it down together. Lots of space under this bottom armpit. So that left oblique is working. Might feel a little bit of glute work here. Adding on in 2. Hold your next one here. Now you take your top hand, thread it under your armpit, reach there, and then all the way up, take it all the way down. So you lift, twist, chest down to your mat, wringing out the waist, all the way up, take it down. Exhale. Keeping those hips high as you move through that upper body work. You have 3. Good. Keeping shoulders and hips stacked. You have 2. Next one you hold. Just threading that needle here. Keep that right leg high. You have 4. 3. 2. Last one. We take it down. Both legs lengthen. You're on your left glute here. Your feet are piked up to that corner. We're going to go side teaser. Reach towards your toes. Bring it all the way down. Restack back up. Then you're going to lift everything up again. Find that needle. Take it all the way down. Legs go long. To modify, you can bend instead of those long legs. Exhale, lift. Stay lifted. Twist. And up. Coming all the way down. Transfer onto just that left butt cheek. But really maintaining length through the spine there. We have 3 more here. Making sure to restack yourself up. We don't want shoulders and hips to roll forward. Moving into our last 2. We're almost done with this side. Amazing. Last one here. We're gonna finish with just our teaser. Exhale to lift. Long through the spine. You have 3, 2, and last one. Amazing work. Drop that weight. Bend that bottom leg in front, top leg to the side. Big stretch over for our mermaid. And then all the way up and over, other side. Great work. All right, we're gonna move on to the other side here. So coming back into our 4-point nail, feel free to grab a quick sip of water, pause the video if you need to, and jump back in when you're ready. So weight outside of left hand. We're going into that cat stretch here. We're rounding up through the spine. Inhale, arching through the back. Try to slow your heart rate down. Focus in on your breath. Good work. Lengthening through the spine here, tucking the toes. Make sure those knees are under your hips, wrists are under the shoulders. We lift and lower. Exhale, inhale. We're keeping it so light here. Trying not to put any weight back into those knees. You have 3, 2. Last one, knees get heavy. Right hand to center, grab your weight. Remember your modification, you can separate these pieces here. We're going into a row, lifting the knees. Exhale up, inhale down. Staying out of that right shoulder socket now, really pressing away from the floor. You have 2. Trying not to tip over through those hips. We're adding on here, stay lifted, extend, bring it in and down. Again, you lift, squeeze that tricep all the way down together. Keep breathing, I know this one is tough. You have 3, 2. Get ready for our hold here, stay lifted, just your arm. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, take it down. We're gonna reach those legs back nice and wide. Hiking those hips up, reach towards your right ankle, finding our high plank. Inhale back, exhale, bring it forward. Really lengthening out through the spine, drawing those hips in line with shoulders. Notice if you're shifting to the right, again, equal weight through the feet. Next one, we go into our side plank. You can bend that bottom leg if you need to. All the way back. Drawing those hips down as you reach the arm up. Getting now into that right oblique work. Then think of this left arm staying close to you as you twist, unfolding to the ceiling. You have 2 more. Keep breathing. Amazing. Last one. Stay in this hip dip. Down and up. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Take it all the way down to your right forearm. Lengthen out that top leg, bend your bottom. We made it through without that bottom arm giving out. All right, let's lift this top leg up and down. This is your moment to recollect yourself and find your breath again. Slow that heart rate down. We want to create lots of space under the armpit. We go 4. Adding in our hip lifts into 1 more here. Here we go. Lifting up, lower together. Think of that leg pulling the hips up, leading the way. Good. 3, 2, hold it high. We find that twist all the way back up and down. Good. For 4. That's it for 3. Keeping those hips lifted as you twist. Working up, working those obliques again. All right, we stay here. Just twist and up. Good. Keep that leg high in line with your hip. You have 3. You're so much stronger than you think. Stay with it. Last one. All the way down. Pike your feet forward. You're on your right glute. Lift those legs up. Restack the hips, the shoulders. You lift again. Find that rotation. Everything comes down. Remember, you can bend the knees here instead for that teaser. Breathing through each piece here. Good. Let's go for 3. For 2. And very last one. You know what's coming up. Just your teasers here. Here we go. Stay long through that spine. Move from your hips. Exhale to pick it up. 3, 2. Last one. And rest here. Take that weight all the way down. Big side bend. Over to the right. And we'll take it all the way over to the left. All right. We're going to come back onto our knees here, grabbing both weights this time. I'm going to have you guys open your knees a little bit wider than shoulders. Connect the toes together. Bending at the elbows, palms facing up. We're going to find this forward press here, all the way out and in. So we're reaching the hands out shoulder height. Really zipper it up through the belly. Feel your heels heavy here. Try not to tip back. Exhale to press it out. And as you come back, feel active as you pull the elbows back. So finding work in both directions. Now you're going to continue to press the arms out, hinge from the hips, send the bum back just over your heels, squeeze the glutes, take it all the way back up. Inhale, really reach it out. Exhale, squeeze the glutes, restack the spine. So think of pressing your arms up on a diagonal rather than straight out in front of you. Aiming to get those arms as close to your ears as you can. 2 more. Next one, pause. Arms stay long. Flip the palms down. You're going to sweep your arms all the way down to your hips, all the way back up. Flip those palms. Take it all the way in. I'm going to turn slightly here so I don't hit my wall again. We're coming all the way down. Flip. Ribs stay heavy. We don't want to puff out through that chest. Flip. Take it all the way up. Again. Trying not to tense through the neck, keeping the shoulders away from your ears. We have 3 more here. Big exhale to the lift. Squeeze, restack. For 2. Good. Next one, we're going to stay with that snow angel here, all the way down to your hips, all the way up. Inhale down, exhale up. Reconnecting those weights at the top, that long diagonal line. You have 3. You're almost there. 2. 1 more. Hold those arms high, pulse through your hips. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way up. Stack those weights on your shoulders. Separate your feet here. They're right in line with the knees. We send the bum back, extend the arms out long. Bring it all the way up overhead. So hinging from the hips, finding that kickback. Squeeze those triceps all the way up. Stay long, tailwind to the top of your head. And as you press the hips forward, give those glutes a little squeeze there. We're gonna go for 2. One more here. And I want you to take a pause in that hinge. Bend and stretch. Just your kick back here, staying so still through the spine. Inhale, exhale, lengthen. 4, 3, 2. Last one, arms stay long. Take the arms down and up. Move from the shoulders. You're still gonna feel the triceps here. Make it as big as you can. Still keeping those arms long. 3, 2, hold it, pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Amazing job. Come all the way down here. Hang on to your weights. We're gonna go all the way down onto our back, finishing with our last piece of core here, and then we'll stretch it out. All right, we're gonna bring our legs into tabletop, find that neutral spine, reaching the arms all the way up. We're gonna drop the arms just overhead, staying in a hover. Finding our ab curl here, your hands move first. Curling head and shoulders, reach the hands to the hips, and all the way down. Big exhale, nod the chin, lift, peeling each vertebrae up, and back down. So when we move with these weights, we want to really make sure we're not tensing through the neck and getting active through the traps. We want to keep this work through primarily the abdominals, so shoulders away from your ears. If you're feeling lots of tension there, maybe you drop down in weight, drop the weight all together, really focusing on making mind to muscle connection. That is your priority here. All right, 2 more and then we're adding on. We're gonna hold this next one. Adding in some leg work now. We pause in that ab curl. Extend your legs all the way up to the ceiling. Bring it down. Lower through the upper body. Exhale, scooping up. Reach those legs all the way up. Bend. Take it all the way down. So try not to rush the movement here. We're separating each piece. Keeping those arms in a hover. We go for 3. Good. We want to make sure those thigh bones are straight up to the ceiling, so we're not tucking the knees in towards us. Adds a little bit of an extra challenge, keeping those legs perfectly at 90. Okay, adding on here. We're going to find that extension of the legs. Pause. Flex your feet. We're lowering those legs down. Point your toes, then lift them up. Bend the knees. Take it all the way down. Exhale, lifting up. Extend. Only going as low as you can maintain core control. Point. Lift all the way up. Bend. Take it down. So you can always modify that leg lower to keep the knees bent and move through that double toe tap instead. We have 3 more here. So close to being done with today. Good. 2 more. Checking in, those shoulders are still heavy. We're lifting there through the chest. Good. Last one. Stay in this ab curl. We're gonna work through just your leg lowers or toe taps. Try not to use your momentum. Point your toes first before you lift. And we 4. You got it. 3, almost there, 2. We hold it low on this next one. Point your toes. Turn out your legs, your hands, palms are up to the ceiling. Open and close. Open and close. Lift your chest high. You're almost there. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, hold just your arms. Legs move here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it all the way down. Rest the feet here, drop the weights. Good work, guys. We are done with today. Open the feet nice and wide. Rock those knees out side to side. Getting a little stretch through the low back. Reconnecting with your breath again. We're going to reach those arms all the way up overhead. Nice deep inhale. On your exhale, scoop yourself all the way up. We're going to flip around here. Find your 4-point position. From here, open the knees nice and wide, toes together. We're going to sink it back into this shallow stretch, really reaching fingertips away from you. And we're going to walk the hands over. Right side, left hand stacked on top. Pulling away, looking under this right armpit. And take it over to the left, right hand on top, pulling away. Good. Finding center here. Separate the feet, so lining everything up, hips, knees, and ankles. You're going to shift back here, round through the spine. And then ripple forward, press the hips forward, let the belly soften, lift the chin. Rippling back again. And forward. Last one here. Pausing forward in that extension. Draw your head center. Take it all the way to the right. Look towards your feet. All the way to the left. One more time on each side. Good work. Take it all the way back. Tuck the toes. Let's find our downward dog here. Little pedal out through the feet. And then walk your hands all the way to your feet. Find length through the back of the legs. Grab onto the elbows. Little sway here, side to side. Pausing with that sway, shake your head out side to side, up and down. Letting the arms get heavy, maybe soft bend in the knees to restack everything back up. Roll the shoulders back at the top, look to the ceiling. Keep those shoulders heavy, we're going to take the head all the way around to the right. And to the left. We are all done, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.